Hello there, you're tuning into 7Edition. I'm Shafika Razali, and these are tonight's headlines. Sungai Siput MP denies sexual harassment claim by former aide. Dinas skincare founder killed in Thailand crash. And Malaysia to resolve fishermen encroachment issue with Vietnam. Good evening. We begin tonight's bulletin with this story. Sungai Siput Member of Parliament S. Kesavan has lodged a police report against a woman claiming to be his former aide who had accused him of sexual harassment. The lawmaker denied the accusation, saying the woman wanted to interfere with his relationship with his wife and family by deceiving him of her intentions. Kesavan spoke to the press today to tell his side of the story after the woman lodged a police report yesterday. The MP said he first met the woman, who is married and has 2 children, in 2017 when he was serving as Hutan Melintang assemblyman. She volunteered to help him with the issue of phantom voters and continued to assist Kesavan when he became an MP in 2018. Kesavan, however, accused the woman of interfering in his domestic affairs, saying she wanted to make his marriage problematic.
Jika benar saya mengganggu dia secara seksual seperti yang dituduh, kenapa dia masih menelefon saya sehingga berpuluh-puluh kali sehingga awal bulan ini? Dia juga masih menelefon isteri saya sehinggalah beberapa minggu lalu. Saya tidak mahu membesarkan perkara ini sebelum ini kerana saya simpati kepada dia yang sudah mempunyai suami dan 2 orang anak. Saya akan memberikan keterangan kepada pihak berkuasa.
It was reported today that a woman had lodged a police report of sexual harassment against a Perak MP. The reports also said the former aide had claimed that the lawmaker had shown her Kama Sutra book and pornographic pictures. Datuk Sri Dr. Wan Aziza Wan Ismail has called on the people to come together and develop Malaysia Baru, which rejects all forms of religious and racial extremism. The Deputy Prime Minister said the Malaysia Baru that was being formed would be the result of the cooperation by every Malaysians. In her message in conjunction with Wesak Day, Datuk Sri Wan Aziza said she prayed that the formula for Malaysia Baru can be continued and strengthened. She added that it was too short for the people to see changes brought about by Pakatan after just a year in government, as compared to the previous government, which was in power for 61 years. The Deputy Premier also prayed that all Malaysians would set aside their differences for the good of the general population, and also wished all Buddhists a happy Wesak Day, which falls tomorrow. Malaysia and Vietnam have agreed to find a solution to the perennial issue of encroachment by Vietnamese fishermen in Malaysia's waters. Foreign Minister Datuk Saifuddin Abdullah said the problem had become a major encumbrance for Malaysia. Datuk Saifuddin said he has raised the subject at his meeting with Vietnamese Prime Minister Nguyen Xuan Phuc during an official visit to the country on Thursday.
Cakap dengan Perdana Menteri Vietnam, kami tak suka kerja menangkap dan menahan ni. Sebab tak ada apa-apa pun daripada Malaysia. Kita tak dapat apa pun. Menyimpan bot mereka, kita tak boleh jual. Ya? Kita menahan nelayan mereka.
Based on statistics from Malaysia's enforcement agencies, 748 trawlers and 7,203 fishermen from Vietnam were detained between 2006 and early May 2019. Malaysia hopes to sign a memorandum of understanding with Vietnam on the fishing issue by end of this year, when foreign ministers of both countries meet again in Kuala Lumpur. In the meantime, the Vietnamese government assured that it would educate its fishermen against continuing to encroach into Malaysia's waters. Datuk Saifuddin also said similar agreement is expected to be signed with Indonesia. Over in Kelantan, the body of a newborn baby girl was found at Masjid Haji Sulaiman, Kampung Padang Kota in Sering, Kota Baru early this morning. Villagers said they found the baby at 7:20 a.m. after subuh prayers. According to a villager, one Muhammad Suhaimi Wan Hassan, there was a foul smell at the mosque as he was performing subuh prayers. He said the baby, still with its umbilical cords attached, was found wrapped in batik cloth and placed on a bench near the front entrance of the mosque.
Dia ramai-ramai mari tadi, pakat dalam saya masuk terakhir sekali, saya terhidu bau dah lah. Jadi masa masuk tu saya dah duduk dalam saf dah, jadi saya tak cerita lah berapa. Selepas maya tu kita wirid gapa bersebi, keluar masing-masing tu, jadi bau kau kuat lagi.
The police were then alerted about the shocking discovery.
Jam lebih kurang 7.20 pagi, anggota di bilik gerakan Kota Baru terima maklumat pada orang awam mengatakan jumpa satu mayat bayi perempuan yang masih lagi bertali pusat di lokasi seperti mana yang saya sebut tadi lah. Jadi susulan daripada itu dijadikan maklumat pertama ataupun dibuat report polis.
The body had been taken to the Raja Perempuan Zainab II Hospital for post-mortem. Authorities added that they are in the midst of tracking down the baby's mother for further investigations. The case is being investigated under the Penal Code for concealing birth. Now, also in Kelantan, police arrested 4 men, including 2 brothers, during a raid at a hotel in Pasir Mas early this morning. Drugs worth over 232,000 ringgit were also seized from the suspects. Authorities said a team from Pasir Mas District Police Headquarters raided the hotel at 3 a.m, acting on a public tip-off, and found the 4 suspects inside one of the rooms.
Jadi susulan daripada pemeriksaan tersebut telah menjumpai di atas lantai di tepi dinding satu beg warna hitam yang bertali bertulisan inilah Al-Ihsan, di mana di dalamnya telah menjumpai satu bungkusan plastik lusinar, di mana di dalamnya mengandungi paket-paket plastik lusinar berisi ketulan kristal. Inilah yang kita syaki dadah jenis syabu.
They also found a plastic bag containing 6,000 yaba pills. All the suspects had past criminal records and also tested positive for shabu. They have been remanded for 7 days to assist investigations under the Dangerous Drugs Act for drug trafficking. Parti Keadilan Rakyat (PKR) has asked police to investigate a Malaysian Islamic Economic Development Foundation (PEIM) senior official in connection with a video clip of a man allegedly trying to influence its staff how to vote in last year's general election. PKR Communications Director Fahmi Fadzil said if the individual in the video is the same official, then police should look into the matter and take action under the Penal Code for Criminal Intimidation and the Election Offences Act for Unnatural Influences. He said this after lodging a police report at the Pantai Police Station in Kuala Lumpur today. Fahmi, who is also a Lembah Pantai MP, urged police to investigate the viral video immediately as it involved the status, image and dignity of a civil servant and government agency. The video, which was widely shared on social media recently, showed a man allegedly delivering a speech to PEIM staff, urging them not to vote for Pakatan Harapan in last year's general election. Brickfields Police Chief ACP Ruslan Khalid confirmed receiving the report, adding that a similar report had been lodged in Penang. Founder of Dina's skincare product, Faziani Rohban Ahmad, aged 40, died in a road crash in Patani, Thailand today. Her 42-year-old husband, Ahmad Shah Rizal Ibrahim, was seriously injured in a 10:30 a.m. incident. The couple's son, Iqbar Hakim, confirmed the accident through his Instagram account. It was learned that the couple was travelling in a Toyota Estima driven by Ahmad Shah Rizal before it collided with a lorry.
Saya baru saja lepas kehilangan bonda kesayangan saya disebabkan insiden. So sekarang saya dalam perjalanan untuk pulang ke kampung.
According to their children, both left for the neighbouring country earlier today to give donation to a Tahfiz school. Faziani's remains would be buried at the Kampung Kedemit Muslim Cemetery upon arrival from Patani. The businesswoman from Kota Baru, Kelantan became popular because of her line of skincare products, especially in the East Coast. When we come back, thousands gather to celebrate Mobile Legends' anniversary. Details next. Welcome back. Now let's hop on to our daily segment Clickbait, where we take a look at what's trending and making rounds in the cyber world today. Con artists make money through deception. They lie, cheat and fool people, whether young or old, just to make a quick buck. A man named Francis almost became a victim to one of these fraudsters in Kuala Lumpur yesterday. He then took to Facebook today to share his harrowing experience and urged the public to be extra vigilant, especially women and senior citizens. Here's the story. According to Francis, he was with a female friend when she received a call from a private number by someone claiming to be from the KL City Hall or DBKL, asking her to remove her car outside the northern entrance of MeTech. The duo was then greeted by 3 men, one of them rudely claiming that his friend's car has an outstanding loan of 19 months.
Apa? Jam lebih. Bos, ibu sabar sikit, bos. Saya boleh sabar tapi you jangan cakap dengan saya, bos. Okey. Itu satu hal, bos.
Things started to escalate even after the owner assured the trio that her car had no outstanding loan payments. The men then dared both of them to call the bank as well as the police. But when the car owner tried calling the bank, the con man suddenly snatched her phone away. Francis added he then managed to call the police. When police arrived at the scene, the 3 men still insisted that they just wanted to tow the car away. Francis and the car owner as well as the men were then escorted to make a police report in Jinjiang. However, the trio suddenly disappeared along the way to the police station. The video of the incident went viral and has since garnered almost 200,000 views on Facebook, and netizens were quick to share their own experience with the same group believed to be con men. Others also praised how the police handled the situation. Francis later updated his post saying that one of the men was in fact a dangerous criminal with more than 20 criminal records, including armed robbery and causing voluntary hurt. Being a multiracial country, Malaysia has been well positioned as a food paradise. And in conjunction with Ramadan, Sofitel Hotels and Resorts Kuala Lumpur introduced the theme Malaysian Heritage Food for its buffet menu. Recently, we had the chance to try out the various authentic Malay cuisines all being served under one roof. After a day-long fast, many Muslims will look forward for iftar or the breaking of fast to reward themselves with their favorite dish such as murtabak, bubur lambu and other Malay delicacies. Most of these choices are favoured as the dishes are linked to Malaysia's rich heritage. For this year's Ramadan, Sofitel had collaborated with renowned chef Dato' Ismail Ahmad in preparing more than 180 dishes for all food lovers to choose to break their fast. Among the most sought-after dishes are, of course, the Malay heritage food such as nasi kerabu, asam pedas and Chef Dato' Ismail's specialty, the gulai daging salai.
Lemak, asam pedas, kerabu are very basic heritage Malaysian food. I think when you are fasting, it is always that your grandma food lingering in your mind. It's only like once a year that it is somehow or rather the tradition of the taste palette come back once a year and you will like searching or craving grandmother's food or mom's food or auntie's food.
According to Chef Dato' Ismail, the secret behind the uniqueness of authentic Malay food is the use of herbs and spices cooked using special traditional equipment and cooking methods.
Okay, the special of the heritage, it's involved a lot of technique in cooking, a lot of fresh ingredients, pound, grind, slice, and technique and also time consumed of cooking. Because heritage food, if you hit and run, you don't get the taste. Yeah, that is what heritage all about.
Also, one of Chef Dato Ismail's most famous creations is the Ayam Golek Istana, a special cuisine usually prepared for royal banquets. But diners are lucky as this dish is also featured in this year's Ramadan buffet menu at Sofitel. For the hotel's general manager, Frank Loizon, Chef Dato Ismail is the best person to collaborate with in terms of serving authentic dishes to food lovers.
The idea was to highlight the best culinary dish of Malaysia. I think the strength of this country is to have so many choice in terms of food. And Chef Dato Ismail, who is a celebrity chef, is traveling a lot for tourism Malaysia, in Europe and in Asia for some food festival. And his restaurant itself is very interesting, and I think was the right partnership to have.
The Malaysian Heritage Experience by Chef Dato Ismail is available at Sofitel's Cuisine restaurant from now until June 4th at RM188 net per adult and RM94 net per child. Early bird vouchers are also available for sale until April 30th. It's time for My Game On segment, bringing you the latest esports news in Malaysia. Thousands of mobile gamers gathered in the capital to celebrate Mobile Legends Bang Bang's 3rd anniversary through their 515 Unite Day campaign. Held at Fahrenheit 88 shopping mall, the event is considered one of the biggest gaming campaign in Malaysia, hosted by the game's developer Moon Ton. Wan Izul Islam has the story.
So we're here at Bukit Bintang Fahrenheit 88 where the Mobile Legends Bang Bang anniversary is underway. We've got cosplayers, mini tournaments and loads of fans here to come support their favorite game. So let's find out more about what this campaign, the 515 Unite Day campaign, is all about. Woohoo! The event marks the grand finale of a month-long campaign that was successfully held from April 20th, where it first kicked off at Gurney Paragon Mall in Penang. Thousands took part in the event that brought together all gamers and helped create public awareness on responsible gaming.
Really like that they made it so inclusive for the community, that you get cosplayers, you get the members of the community, you get dancers, you give out goodie bags, and it gets the whole community together, and I really love the idea of it.
Sebenarnya kalau ikutkan datang sini tu untuk jumpa kawan-kawan, untuk bincang pasal kita punya interest kita dalam game. Bukan semua orang suka game macam ni kan. So kita di kat sini lah kita nak jumpa geng-geng yang sekali boleh bincang, boleh discuss semua.
The last event, this one it's gonna be really big because everyone's gathering and I see all cosplayers around. Today I see at least 9 cosplayers.
Apa yang special tentang event ni sebab kita ada 515, kita bawa cosplayer dan juga yang specialnya kita ada lucky draw, giveaway dan juga dance cover.
Mobile Legends is one of the top 10 grossing games with more than 500 million downloads and 60 million monthly active users in over 80 countries. In Malaysia itself, there are more than 5 million active players who are passionate about the game and come from all ages and backgrounds. Moon Ton said it hopes to partner with various corporate companies in the future to help drive the game's performance and create job opportunities for local talents.
We are actually looking at partnering with more organizations on hosting more Mobile Legends. Can be a esports workshop, can be leagues, can be campaigns in the future.
As part of the campaign, fans had the opportunity to participate in mini tournaments and go against professional teams to test their strength and battle strategies. The campaign also held a charity drive in collaboration with Touch and Go, where limited edition Mobile Legends Bang Bang cards went on sale. A total of 25,000 ringgit was collected from players around Malaysia, which was then presented to Pintar Foundation CEO Karima Tan Abdullah. Professional Mobile Legends team X-Specs Assassins also made an appearance during the anniversary to meet and greet with fans.
Kami nak jumpa dengan fans sebab kami nak berterima kasih kepada diorang kerana menyokong dan menyupport kami selama ini daripada kami nothing sampai ke hari ini.
Wan Izul Islam, 7 Edition.
After the break, Red Cross website hacked in latest Singapore cyber attack. We'll be right back. Thanks for staying with us. We're back with foreign news. Singapore's privacy watchdog is investigating a breach of the Singapore Red Cross website, which compromised the personal data of more than 4,200 people. Preliminary findings show that a weak administrator password could have left the website vulnerable to the unauthorized access. In a statement posted on their Facebook page on Thursday, SRC said there was an incident of unauthorized access to part of its website on Wednesday, May 8th. The affected section was for recruiting people to become blood donors. Hackers had also gained access to potential donors' full names, contact number, email, declared blood type, preferred appointment dates and times, and preferred location for blood donation of the registered individuals. A police report was then made on the same day of the hack, and investigations are still ongoing. SRC has temporarily shut down the website to prevent access and replaced it with a temporary web page until the security checks have been completed. This is the latest in a string of data breaches which affected health-related organizations in Singapore. Bangladesh authorities on Saturday have prevented 84 Rohingya refugees from Myanmar from attempting a perilous boat journey to Malaysia. They included 31 women and 15 children. Most of them were from Kutupalong, the largest refugee settlement in the world. Police in Bakua said 67 of the Rohingya refugees were stopped as they waited to board a fishing trawler. On St. Martin's, a small Bangladesh island in the Bay of Bengal, the country's Coast Guard stopped 17 other Rohingya and 5 Bangladeshi traffickers before they could board a rickety fishing boat. About 740,000 Muslim minority Rohingya have fled Myanmar for Bangladesh since a brutal military crackdown began in August 2017. They joined another 300,000 Rohingya already living in overcrowded camps in the Cox's Bazar area following previous bouts of violence. Thousands of refugees attempt to flee the camps each year in pursuit of better opportunities in countries such as Malaysia and Thailand. They frequently spend their life savings to embark on dangerous boat journeys they believe will improve their lives, but many fall prey to international human trafficking gangs. Most attempt the journey before March when the sea is calm, before the monsoon season sets in, but experts say traffickers are now convincing the refugees to attempt the crossing even in rough waters. Meanwhile, the General Administration Department in Yangon's South Dagon Township in Myanmar has filed lawsuits against nationalists involved in forcing the shutdown of 3 temporary places of worship set up for the Muslim holy month of Ramadan. Earlier this week, a crowd of around 100 Buddhist monks and nationalists, including notorious leader Michael Kiao Myint, forced the closure of the temporary prayer sites. The group will face trial over the case next week. The Yangon regional government had given Rohingya Muslim community leaders permission to use 3 buildings as prayer halls during Ramadan from May 6 to June 7th. A few days later, mobs of more than 200 Buddhist nationalists, led by activist Kiao Myint, surrounded them and demanded that the leaders sign pledges to end religious services. However, a source said the demand was not a decree from the Township Administration Office and the police force wasn't involved in the decision either. Kiao Myint was also caught as saying that Islamic prayer at the buildings was unacceptable and questioning who had the authority to grant permission to the Muslim community. Residents have persistently called for action from authorities over the suppression, leading to the filing of the lawsuits. All 3 temporary prayer halls have been reopened as security personnel promised to provide security throughout the month. Inter-community violence in Ivory Coast has claimed 7 lives and left 44 injured in recent days. A witness said fighting erupted between people of the Bauli and Diola tribes Wednesday at Biomi, a town in the centre of the country, after an altercation between a taxi driver and a motorbike taxi operator at a taxi rank. Local officials declared a 6 p.m. curfew on Thursday, and the situation in Biomi remained tense on Friday. There is a long-standing tension between taxi drivers in the region, most of them Diola from the north, and of motorbike taxis who are local Bauli. Such violence is common in the country, with several dozens ethnicities among its 25 million inhabitants. Proving that fashion is literally for everyone, dozens of individuals, including those with physical and cognitive disabilities, albinos, plus-size women, homeless people, as well as women deprived of their freedom, participated in the Walkway Inclusion Fashion Show in Colombia. Take a look at the visuals of the event as 7Edition draws to a close. I'm Shafika Razali. Thanks for watching and good night.